Mode here on F1 2017. It's me, it's Raritron89, and we are back here for another episode of this lovely career mode that we are now basically almost reaching halfway. We are here, it's round 4, it's Russia, the Sochi, the Olympic Park circuit here at Russia. Now, of course, qualifying's actually gone pretty well for us for once. We find ourselves in 9th place, which is good. All we've got to do is just make sure we avoid trouble. If we can do that, that would be great. But so far, our track record this season has not been that good. Just need to make sure we, stop.
Welcome one and all to the Russian
everything, really.
We're just a stone's throw from the George. With that, then, let's run through the grid order. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in
I said, just really worried that our season, last season, was littered with mistakes. Don't really want the same again, and I'm looking to make sure that we avoid that. And I feel like we can do that, providing we concentrate more. For once, we actually come on leaps and bounds. He didn't have the minute. McLaren are no longer the slowest team. That belongs to Sochi Russia, believe it or not. Which, there's rain right at the end of the race. That's going to be an interesting one. Now rain, I don't think we're too bad, but I think I prefer to race in dry conditions around here. So we're just going to have to see what is going to happen over the course of this race. Now of course, we've had various incidents here, and of course the main thing about this series is that we battle no matter what. And of course you can see that, if you've watched various videos before, that we basically, no matter what car we're in, we'll take it to whatever car comes across our path. And like I said, our aim is to impress the team that we haven't driven for yet, and that is Renault, Renault, Force India, Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull. Those are the guys we need to impress. Those are the guys that we need to race all the time. Renault we seem to have an upper hand of at the minute. The likes of Force India, Red Bull, Mercedes and Ferrari, we do struggle. Despite this, amazing advantage we have with the engine, because of how bad our aerodynamics and how bad our chassis is, it doesn't really allow us to, utilize the advantage that we have. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get on with this race, shall we? Let's skip the formation lap. And like I said, guys, I do apologise that I haven't been as regular with this, and like I said, we just need to make sure that the 5 lights are down in Russia, and away we go. Oh, Bottas has had a bad start. We've had an okay one, but the car, Nico Hulkenberg's had a better one. I'm just going to stick into the out. Oh, we've been forced wide. I think we're okay. Oh, we've been spun. We're okay. Don't know what happened there, but we got spun round. A teammate who's on the harder tyres. Ooh, split strategies at Williams. Interesting. Oh, for a minute I thought it was going to be another Bahrain there, but we were sideways. Lucky enough, no damage. We just got to get on with it. Like I said, we've gone from P9 over the course of the first few corners. It was an initial getaway. It was the second part of the start that bogged us down. I'm not sure why that was. Like I say, Bottas has had an even worse start. He was P8, and he now finds himself behind Felipe Massa. Probably not for much longer. Yep, Bottas got through. Like I said, Massa's on the slower tyre, so he is in this struggle, but he is going to go deep into this race. We're only going to lap 13. can we utilise our pace that we've got? We've already passed Ricciardo. P7, we should have the pace over the Red Bull in a straight line. That's evidence here. We hit the brakes. Do we go down the inside? We do connect a little bit, but we're through. It's peace. Oh, Bottas didn't get. That's interesting. Bottas didn't get Ricciardo down the straight. Now, at the minute, this season has been so dominant. It's been on. Well, to be honest, both Ferraris have. I'd say Vettel was a really dominant wins on the bounce. Now, I think Kimi Raikkonen, the other two races of the season, I'm not entirely sure. But Mercedes need to step up their game and have any chance of making sure Vettel doesn't win 3 titles on the bounce. Well, I'd like to see Kimi win one. Of course, I'd like us to win one, but we'll have to wait and see how it goes. We try and line up Ocon. Hamilton does a 39.8. What do we do? 40.5, which is not. DRS on Ocon as well, that's going to help us. Let's clip the curbs. Chase down Esteban in the Force India, the lead pink Force India. Tell you what, I was very dubious of that car when it first got launched, but you know what? It's actually a really nice car. One of the more unique cars that Formula One have had in the last few years. Yeah, I'm struggling to think, apart from Red Bull's camouflage livery in testing for the 2015 season, I'm really struggling thinking about who striking livery since. Obviously got the McLaren, the black of the McLaren Honda, but that's nothing really to shout about. And of course they went orange for this season, that did help them. It's Vettel down in 4th. I got it all wrong. It's open for attack. Actually quite close to Ocon. I'm going to make a move here going into turn 1. He goes defensive. I think he's just done enough. I'm going to... Oh, side by side. I've somehow got the position. We're in P5. That's good. That's what we wanted. Now we normally have good starts here. It's about lap 10 where things start to change. I'm hoping that doesn't happen here today. I'm hoping we've enough performance in the car to neutralise that. P5 at this stage of the Grand Prix, really good. Bottas, surprisingly, once again, has not got past Ricciardo. Which I find strange. Now, I feel like we are losing time to the cars ahead, which is probably expected, but I was hoping that if Perez is holding up Vettel that we might be able to close in. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Didn't need that early this race, but we've got it. Oh, let's keep an eye on our fuel as well. We've not checked 0.94. It's been a better lap. We definitely seem like we're a lot closer to Vettel this time round. We have got a bit of a gap on Bottas as well.
Gap to car in front is 1.6 seconds.
Ah, oh, damn it. There we go. Right. Here, and it begins. Just turned in too early, and that's what happens. That's the only thing I want to use flashbacks for. To avoid the bloody corner cut penalties, because they are ruthless. But incidents, like you saw at the beginning of the race, I was sideways. Going through the first corner. How I survived, I don't know. Right, so already 11 seconds in front of Massa, but let's not forget, Massa is on the harder tyre. So he is probably going to go to about lap 26. We're only going to lap 13. Hamilton's leading. Something that he hasn't really done much of recently in this career mode. Let's have a look. Can't believe it, Bottas still hasn't cleared the Red Bulls. Being in the Mercedes, you'd think he'd be able to do that. It hasn't happened yet. Gap 1.8, so we've lost 4 tenths to Vettel over the course of that lap, but we gained 3 tenths on Ocon. Vettel is starting to look a bit more bigger in Perez's mirrors. Want to be able to keep up with them, and I feel like we're just hanging in there at the minute. I definitely feel like they feel that the aggressive strategy is the way to go, which is why we seem to pit earlier than everyone else. Especially on that isn't really that much of an issue. Perez is doing a fantastic job at the minute keeping Vettel behind, and Vettel, who has won the last 2 races by a country mile. Fuel is building up nicely. So we may need to use it at some point. chance of sticking with these guys. It's definitely lap 13 with pitting. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is. Right, so lap 11 might utilise the rich mixture, burn it off, so we can get closer to these guys. Fingers crossed. That's in 5 laps. So I'd say that we can't write off a podium in this race, but it's going to be really difficult to get that podium. Obviously Vettel has got to jump Perez and we've got to jump the pair of them and stay ahead. Maybe retirements can help us? You never know. Let's have a look. Anyone in the chat? No. So I don't mind if you guys are lurking there. So 2.2 in front of Ocon, which is good. Getting a lot of bad laps, but the gap has gone back up to 1.8. We are still pulling away from Ocon though.
17.7 seconds.
I say this track definitely suits the Williams car. It's frustrating that I can't get nearer to him. Well, that's a good first sector. Pushing hard. So, are we closer? I can't quite tell.
Raikkonen is now the race leader.
Raikkonen leads. Oh, there's an incident that's happened back there.
1.7 seconds.
Bet though, as soon as Vettel's released, he is going to absolutely put in some storming lap times like the Michael Schumacher of old, and he will zoom up to the back of Hamilton in no time. The Ferraris are just that quick. You see Raikkonen already making a break for it. Lost 3 tenths to Ocon in that sector. It's the phase of the race now where we start to lose grip. Perez looks like he's getting away from Vettel. I'm finding this very interesting.
The gap to the car behind is 2.1 seconds.
So we're hanging on in there in a minute, throwing the car round as fast as we can. Felt like the gap was over 2 seconds. Here we are being caught. It's that phase of the race now where our tyres are going off. Or either that or they've turned up the wick, one or the other. Raikkonen, yep. Yep, I believe now everyone's turned up the wick. We are about to do that now as well. Here we go, Rich Mix. Rich Mix it now for 2 full laps into our pit stop. Hopefully it will keep us in front of Ocon. But Ocon, let's not forget, he is our rival. So it's more imperative to stay in front of him. I've only just literally realised this.
Raikkonen's out in front.
Definitely feel like Ocon's, even though I'm in Rich Mix, he's still catching me. It's really frustrating.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.9 seconds. Our gap behind is 1.6
So Raikkonen did a 38. My fastest lap was a 40. Where Perez is? Oh, where Ocon is. Where's the balls? Where have they gone? Yeah, Vettel has gone. He's absolutely gone. You know what? So's Perez from Vettel. This is a track where you can push. At the end of the day, if you haven't got the pace, you haven't got the pace. And once again, I feel like we're lacking that extra pace that the likes of Force India, Red Bull, Mercedes and Ferrari can pull out. It's just a gap to the front runners and the midfielders. It's just something you need to try and bridge. Unfortunately, we're not quite doing that at the minute. Oh, we've gained some considerable time on Ocon there. Gap's got to 2.3. Did we lock up and make a mistake? Oh, so did we there. We hit the wall and bounced off. Not what we needed. Oh, we do a 1 minute 40, but I reckon it could have been a 39 had we not bounced off the wall. So we're pitting this lap. I'll tell you where we're at. 37%. Yeah, I reckon Ocon's locked up somewhere. He is the type of driver that does that. He is starting to reel me in once again. Let's try and see if we can absolutely nail this middle sector once again. Not quite sure what I did last time. Go. Making the early pit stop. We're in the pits. Well, Bottas to jump.
Go, go, go. Okay, you only have to
How far, teammate?
left.
Ooh, pit stop. I'll take it. Something's happened because the field is too. See whether we've got close down on Magnussen. So we're on super fresh ultras. We're going 29 on them. Other cars in the pits. Maybe I forced other cars to be. Just knock it down to standard now. I'm out in front of Ocon. There's Vettel up the road, so our plan hasn't worked.
Right, the car ahead has come in to put on the ultra soft tyre.
Rung them in.
Car ahead is now running ultra softs.
So I'm guessing they'll be on a very similar strategy to me.
Gap to car in front is 2.4 seconds.
Going forward 3.7 in front of Ocon now. So what else got on Vettel? Still can't believe how far in front of Massa we were. Vettel's right up behind someone. It's Magnussen. Won't take Vettel long to pass. Ooh, 38.8, no, not bad. Vettel's probably going for the move on Magnussen. Here he comes. Ooh, Perez has just come out in front as well. Interesting. Perez went 2 laps longer. And Vettel makes the move on Magnussen. He is our next target. Magnussen going on them tyres for, and I ideally want to catch him so I can use a bit of DRS. Extra speed will help immensely. The problem Perez has got, he's warming up his tyres while Vettel's tyres are already up to temperature. So this is a good job. Why Perez? I don't know, I'm surprised that Vettel... Oh god. Yeah, fair enough. Don't know what happened there. Oh, there goes my pop. That would have been annoying had I knocked off my front wing there. It's happened. Especially on the 2016 game, the amount of times I've broken to this corner, lost the rear end, and ended up losing an end plate or something. So far we've been living a blessed life in Magnussen pits. Damn him. Hamilton does a 38.2. Guessing they'll be doing 37s when they come back round.
Our gap to our teammate is 11.9 seconds.
11.9 seconds in front of Massa already. Wow. As annoying as this sounds, I'd say we'd have a lonely race, but I feel like the likes of Ocon and Bottas are going to make sure that doesn't happen. But at the minute, Ocon, always tangled with someone. Vettel looks like he is closing right on the back of the Force India.
Okay, you're approaching one of the Ferraris. Okay, gap ahead is...
Yeah, Vettel does a huge lap, or at least over a second quicker than me. Shows that he is on the pace at the minute, which means he's going to be zooming right up to the back of Sergio Perez.
Some information on Ocon. They have an issue with it.
Ah, damn. Damn. Did the same thing again. Hello, FIFA Norway. Welcome to the stream, man. I hope you're well. Alright, let's try this again. Nice here, guys. I just do want to apologise that I've not been doing this regularly. At work at the minute, it's obviously close to Christmas, and I work in retail, so it's quite manic there at the minute, which means I haven't had the energy to do streams every day like I have been doing over the last few months. But as soon as Christmas is over, I will get back to basically doing this as regular as I can. So, like I said, I want to complete this career mode, 10-year career mode. I feel like I've started in the best possible manner by getting like the first 4 seasons done in relatively quick time. Just need to make sure I don't fall behind now, even though there are plenty of games out there at the minute that are attracting my interest. It doesn't help that my missus has got me both Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Destiny 2 as well. Which means at some point I'd have to try and find time to play those games as well.
The gap to the leader is 35.
5.2, what's the gap between myself and Ocon? It is 4 seconds. Still pulling away from Ocon. Got 10 laps to go before we make our pit stop for the super soft tyres. Let's not forget there is that drizzle right at the end of the race that is definitely going to spice things up. How long is Perez going to be able to hold off Vettel for?
Our gap to the car in front is 5.8 seconds.
5.8 seconds? Blimey, we've lost a lot of time. So we even made our car lighter for this race by bringing our first upgrade of the season to the chassis. So it's only a minor one, so we weren't expecting to feel a massive boost, but you know, it would be nice if it was evident that improvements were being made to the car. Also using a fresh power unit for this race as well. Look at that, Vettel 6.5 seconds ahead. He's just gone and left me. I just don't have the pace to answer him. Yeah, I know. Like I say, it was. I'm looking forward to trying it. That's for sure. And the story mode looks interesting. I've never really done a Star Wars story before, so looking forward to trying that out. So this is the part of the race now where we find ourselves on our own until Ocon catches us, which, to be honest, this rate isn't going to be long because the gap's 3.4 seconds now. So what, 16 laps on these tyres? That's the plan. Again, 39. Nah, I wouldn't risk it. Nah, I'm going to stick with doing the strategy and putting on the super soft tyres next.
3.4 seconds.
So the gap, I'm happy that the gap is, you know, it's going down slowly between myself and Ocon. It's not rising or anything like that. I mean, it'd be pretty boring for you guys if, you know, I was just out on my own in the middle of nowhere for the rest of the race. That was 3.4, it's now 3.6. But at the same time, I want good, solid points. Which has been something that, you know, has been lacking of late. I mean, we got a good start to the season in Australia, despite, to be honest, it has been a good start. Also, we were denied podiums in Australia and China due to various incidents. Ricardo tried killing me in Australia, and Hamilton tried murdering me in China. Obviously, in Bahrain we didn't have the pace, but like I say, Bahrain has so far been the best race of the season, just simply because we got on a track where the AI OP'd. We had an accident on lap 1. We somehow fought our way back to 9th place, which is where the team wanted us to finish anyway. And to be honest, that was probably the best drive I've had on this game so far. Yeah, FIFA, you missed the Bahrain race, mate. I did it during the day at some point last week. It's a shame you missed it. It was a good race. Ah, oh, for God's sake, damn penalties. Damn it, it was all feeling good, and then that's the, again, I keep saying this, I know, but this is why I hate tracks that are like so wide. You know, I like tight, narrow tracks. The way you can't.
The distance to the leader is 12.1 seconds.
Gap between myself 3.8, and we've gained yet another 2/10 over Ocon. Ocon doesn't look like he's under pressure. I mean, there's 2 cars not far behind him. Yeah. Not seen anything yet that says teammate in the pits as well, so Massa's still on his first set of tyres as well. But he as well looks like he's in a race of his own. Oh, 8.3. Yikes. That was a bad first sector for us. Green flag. Someone's out. Oh, is it Sergio Perez? No, I don't know. Valtteri Bottas for the 3rd race in a row is out of this race. He had a mechanical issue in China. He was wiped out. Well, he wasn't wiped out, but he drove straight into a McLaren that was just parked in the middle of the circuit in Bahrain. And here in Russia, he is yet again out of a Grand Prix. What does this guy have to do to get some luck? 2017 world champion, just absolutely nowhere at the minute in this Mercedes. Like I say, 2017, Hamilton won it. 2018, no, sorry, 2017, Bottas won it. 2018, Hamilton won it. 2019 and 20 were won by Sebastian Vettel. This is obviously 2021 now. Guys ain't getting any younger, neither am I. Yet we've got 3 Grand Prix victories to our name, 4 podiums, yet to mount a serious challenge to the likes of Vettel and Hamilton. So the aim is now, and of course guys, as in case you haven't noticed, Perez is now 4th. Vettel has got past him. Oh well, yeah.
8.7 seconds.
To be honest, 23 laps is not a bad achievement, is it? Oh, looked like it was a good lap right up until that point. 4 seconds though, the gap to Ocon now. Now, we're pulling away from Ocon, so does that mean we have the pace to catch Perez? Now Perez, though, is on the fresher tyres. He stayed out for 2 laps longer than I did. And Massa's pitted on lap 20 at the end of lap 23. Bad from us there, getting on the apron, just ran a little bit wider than necessary. Wasn't able to get the power down quick enough. And you can see that the gap's got up to 8.6. But we're still pulling away from Ocon. I'm liking this so far. Reckon does the new fastest lap of the race at 1:37.7. I say the gap, I'd say we're running about the same way we were in qualifying. We were about 1.1 seconds off qualifying, and we're about 1. It's not all doom and gloom, it's just a bit doomy at the minute. At least not have to worry about Bottas trying to come back through the field. I would like to catch and pass Perez. Ooh, we have a car in front of us. Who is it? Who's running at the back of this race? Find out very shortly. Lap 25 out of 53. 9.1, that was not a good lap. Oh, who's that coming out of the pits? Pick up some slipstream. Stoffel Van Dorn moves down into last place. If I was Williams, I would have put Massa onto another set of the Super Softs. Just purely because of the rain that's coming up. Sorry about that, guys. Let's wet the whistle. Yeah, we're ahead of Stoffel now. Remember, actually, if you remember to last season, we passed Stoffel at least 6 or 7 times because this was the part of the season where he was glitching. You know, he was running wide pretty much every major braking zone. And it happened again for the next couple of races. It was weird. God, that was annoying. Right. Let's go. Oh, come on! Oh, pardon me. Well, we were quite wide into that. We'll probably lose quite a few temps there. Let's just try and get our rhythm back. So we've got to go until our pit stop. Gaps are probably going to be about 9.5 seconds. Nope, 10.2. My God. And we've lost literally a whole second to Perez and Ocon. Wow.
Hamilton has the lead.
Hamilton leads, so is that Raikkonen in the pits, maybe? No, I can't see anyone in the pits, so Hamilton's literally passed Raikkonen.
We're approaching the pit window.
Interesting. Definitely a huge fight at the front. That goes up to 4.1, so we're still pulling away. There we go, there's DRS, that's what we needed. Extra speed to help us down the straight. Like I say, if you guys are unfamiliar with DRS, it's basically the drag reduction system. Obviously I keep repeating myself because I don't know who's who. Basically the drag reduction system is the little flap in the back wing that opens up and gives you about 10 to 15 kilometers an hour more down the straight. It was introduced back in 2011 to help overtake. And I think it was the Chinese Grand Prix that they registered at least 60 to 70 overtakes. Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh. Just waited until the straight, man. It's okay. Like I said, I don't think we've got the pace to catch Perez anyway. Again, we've lost at least 7 attempts to Ocon because of Marcus Ericsson. What was it with Salbers? You hate me. I gave you a podium finish. I gave you 2 years of service. That was 3.4, it's now 3.8. Shows you with raw pace at the minute, we are just a lot quicker than Ocon for whatever reason. Who are we catching up with here? Is it Hulkenberg or is it Palmer? I'm going to say Palmer, just because it's Palmer. Well, in Bahrain, it looked like Palmer had the edge over Hulkenberg. We've purpled the first sector?
The gap
That's not
behind
right.
us is 3.8 seconds.
Oh my god, it is Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg having a bad period at the minute. It's 34% tyre wear. Just keep going until I hit like the 45% mark.
Okay, gap ahead is 11.4 seconds.
Come on, Nico, get out of the way. Oh my god, these cars are really hurting me at the minute. They've let me through in stupid places.
Your pit window is now open.
That's not too bad. We lost a 10th that time. But tyre wear 34%. I don't feel the need to pit. I'm gonna go for an extra lap. Oh, Ocon is catching us though. So we're either really good in that first sector or we're really bad. Let's have a look. See what the gap is by the time we come across this point.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
That's it. Perez is pitted really early.
9.3 seconds.
That's strange that, because he was one of the last ones to pit last time.
The gap to the car behind is 3.6
They brought in Ocon as well.
seconds.
Or was Verstappen past Ocon? It's interesting, we've got a Red Bull behind us now. Ooh, 3.3. That's not good.
Hamilton's in first place.
Definitely feel like pitting this lap's probably a good idea. Verstappen's quite clearly quicker than me at the minute. So we're going to pit and get these tyres off. Verstappen continues.
Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit.
1.9, that's a superb pit stop by the Williams boys.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
What's our fuel now? on these now, and then we'll see what happens with the weather later on. So it is supposed to rain as we go considerably wide. Oh, Magnussen's got past Ocon. Magnussen went for at least another couple of laps last time. Perez has built a 12.8 second gap over us over the course of the last stint. I don't know. I'd like to battle it out with Perez more often. I just don't ever seem to be able to keep up with him. Ah, it's Verstappen, that's why. I guess we would have gained a bit more time on Verstappen, maybe. But I feel like we have got now a race-long battle with Max Verstappen. Ooh, we're gaining on Perez. This is interesting. 11.5 from 12.8. It's 1.3 seconds. Now, I'm the one with the fresher tyres compared to Perez. Is that 2-lap advantage going to help us? I seriously doubt it. 11.6. I think it's gone up a 10th. Verstappen's caught me by a 10th. Gonna do 38.2.
So the gap to our teammate is.
And here comes Verstappen once again.
4 seconds.
Definitely a battle between Red Bull and Force India to be best of the rest. But I still think that there should be a patch where Red Bull are now on par with Mercedes and Ferrari due to the way they ended the season, and McLaren to be battling with like Renault, Haas to score the last of the points. Keep doing that though. A couple of corners might just keep running onto the apron. There's 3 attempts to Perez because of it. Now who have we got in front of us? Is it Van Dorn? And whoever again? Oh, did a new personal best, got the gap down to 11.7. But we're very wide coming out of that final corner, so I'm guessing we would have lost a couple of attempts again. there's 3 cars ahead of us. Interesting. They're going to be nice to me. So far, lapped cars have not been nice to me. Damn it. Lost. Yeah, well, I said I'd be slow in that first sector anyway, didn't I? Actually took my wide.
You've been
Oh, cut it. Just cut it like a bloody lawnmower.
gap to car in front is 12.0 seconds.
So I just want these cars to be nice to me, to let me through, not to hold me up. Is it Fernando? Wait and see. Not quite sure just yet. Do look close. No, it is Van Dorn. Who's in last place then in a minute? Oh, blimey, that was a horrible last sector from us. Van Dorn made a really nice move there on the Sauber. Now chasing after Nico Hulkenberg.
Our gap behind is 3.6 seconds. We've been
Oh, I hate this track with its bloody corner cuts. You need barriers. Wide again. I can safely say as well, I am a bit worried considering Renault is one of the teams I want to go to, their lack of pace at the minute. Or a good reason to be worried. Oh, this one's Palmer. So both Renaults having a horrible race. Work on the car.
okay. Gap ahead is 12.8 seconds. Okay, distance to teammate 44.3 seconds.
We're 24.3 seconds in front of Massa. That is a huge advantage. Right in Palmer's slipstream now. Tap the brakes. And we're going to get DRS as well, so that's going to help us on this lap. Come on, Julian. Let me through. Come on, buddy. Well, we're through, so I'm happy about that. I would say, apart from the battling Ericsson and Van Dorn, these guys weren't too much of a problem this time. Oh, 37.7, that was a nice lap. Still not enough though to keep back Verstappen, who closes to within 3.2 seconds. As we close in now to the final 16 laps of this race. Final quarter. Look at our fuel, it's 0.71, so it's not by much. So far the only retirement at the minute is Valtteri Bottas of Mercedes.
is 13.3 seconds.
13.3? Perez has really stretched the gap out. Nothing I can do. I just don't have the pace to answer him. I'm hoping. Now, like I say, you guys know as well that when Spain comes round, I don't know, it seems like it's been a good omen for us so far this season. We've produced some good performances, even though those performances... Oh, Raikkonen's slowing down! Raikkonen's got an issue! He's just set the fastest lap of the race as well, and he's got an issue. How badly is that going to affect him?
2.6 seconds.
Is that going to hand the race to Hamilton? Or is Vettel close enough to do something about it? I'm Verstappen, you're not letting me go. He is on the fresher tyres though, that's the annoying thing. But, like I said, my tyres shouldn't be dying off now, surely. What are they on? 90%! They should be fine! Distinct lack of pace at the moment from the Williams. It's like, I don't know, the energy system that gives me pace, I don't know, just it's... Something in this car is not working. But yeah, as I was saying, the Spanish Grand Prix does tend to bring out the best in us, but unfortunately those best have been whilst we've had to make our way back through the field. We can avoid that this season. I reckon we could possibly nick a podium. That's being very optimistic. At the minute, I'd like to think the fifth place in every race should be the aim. But like I say, with the way I am with the Force Indias and the Red Bulls at the minute, I don't know, it's very difficult to say. I think the rain is indeed on its way. 13.8, 1.8. There is Verstappen.
4 seconds.
I don't like it. I don't like Verstappen catching me. Like I said, with Raikkonen's issues, is that going to give Perez a chance to score a podium for Force India as well? Ah, god damn it! I can't attack that corner. That is what's really hurting me at the minute. The fact that I can't attack the corners. Raikkonen's leading.
Felipe's pitting now. Felipe is in the pits.
Felipe pits as well, so... Don't know what they've done with Massa in this race. Whatever it is, it hasn't really worked out. I mean, he did start 12th, so if he scores some good points, I'll be happy. At 13.5. Oh, hello. Hello, something's gone on there. At the first corner, let's have a quick look. That's Vettel. Let's oh dear, it's the... Oh, what? How clumsy is that from the two Toro Rossos? No wonder.
Okay, clear.
No wonder they're languishing down the field at the minute. And it's Carlos Sainz as well. Him and Kvyat coming to blows. Was it with Kvyat coming to blows with teammates at the Russian Grand Prix? Well, it held up Perez, gap's gone down to 12.9. Had to run wide, but he has held up Verstappen as well. Sure, Helmut Marko ain't going to be happy with that. Doesn't look that far behind though, I think the gap's going to be about 2.3.
13.6
Oh,
seconds.
1.3. That's it, I can't afford to burn fuel because I need to make sure I utilise it, or make sure I've got enough to rely on for when the rain comes. There's just nothing we can do about Perez at the minute. It's a shame. That's the way of things.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are
We just need to make sure we don't go under, and I'm worried that when the rain comes, that's going to happen pretty quickly. Oh, I reckon he's got DRS. Here we are, a battle between ourselves and Verstappen. Well and truly on now. How long is it going to last for?
Okay, gap to leader, 46.0.
I think we just get such poor traction coming out of that final corner. Rain 10 to 15 minutes, so I reckon it's going to arrive for about lap 50. Final few laps, the track is going to be quite a bit greasy. Oh, we cut it again. Got to stop cutting the corners. This is the problem with Russia. I hate it. Happens every season. I wish there was barriers around it. I really do. So despite having the fresh power unit, that Red Bull is closing on me like anything. This is ridiculous. What about the engine power that we've got? Why are we not able to utilise it?
Raikkonen's out in front.
Raikkonen leads, so whatever issue Raikkonen had earlier has gone away. We're in the final 9 laps now. Oh, Verstappen's up my inside. Well, we went too wide. Oh, we try and force him wide, he's still there. Oh, he parks it very nicely on the apex there. We get DRS on him though. This is where our extra speed will count. Actually, was it here last season where we lost the podium to Ricciardo on the final lap? I think it might have been, you know. We're going to get DRS, that's going to help us defend. Oh no, we didn't get DRS, damn it! be at Sauber and Wehrlein, won't it? Sauber's, Toro Rosso's and McLaren's are kind of on the same pace at the minute this season. Oh, he's held up Verstappen. Verstappen once again quite quickly zooming up to the back of me. He's got a lot more pace than me at the minute. So our next upgrade though for the car will be the aerodynamics.
Gap to car in front is 16.6 seconds.
Doesn't seem to have a 4/10 of a second gap every time we go across the line at the minute with Verstappen, so it's not too bad. So lap 46 out of 53. Don't think we're going to get laps in this race. Try and close down on the Sauber of Pascal Wehrlein. A man who, quite controversially, has been a bit of a rival of ours. It's because I'm going to drive a Mercedes before he does. God, some people are so petty. All over the back of me now. We gained 3 temps on Perez through that final sector. Wehrlein starting to get the blue flags. Believe it or not, that Sauber's not a bad car to drive. I quite enjoyed the 2 years I spent there.
Okay, gap ahead is 16.8 seconds.
Making sure I move my car over a little bit so Max doesn't even think about trying to make a move. Raikkonen 136.4. We're going to get DRS definitely this time off Wehrlein. Can you slow right down?
Green flag.
Oh, something's happened. I think my plan worked. He really held up Verstappen. It's very unusual for Wehrlein to help me out like that. Gap is 1.4 seconds. We need a new gearbox for the Spanish Grand Prix. He's telling me Raikkonen's the race leader. Is him and Hamilton having a good battle? Or is it him and Vettel? Gap's 18 seconds, bloody hell. It's huge. I think I will settle for 5th place, you know. So we survived the first corner scare, yet again. Like I said, we've been pretty much 5th place for 43 laps, so, you know, it's been good, it really has. It's just, of course, as the race has gone on, our pace has been a lot slower than I would have liked. Of course, if I knew there was no rain, I'd probably use the engine a bit more. Can't really afford to do that right now. As Verstappen is again looking for a move. Doesn't do anything, stays behind me. Okay, we are really slow coming off that final corner. We held him back. I think it's safe to say.
Looks like rain is inbound and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain.
5 minutes until the rain comes. I think we're going to be okay. So I'm using the fuel now. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I was out of position and I went straight across the corner. So we've got plus 1.332. I'm going to burn this excess fuel off, try and make us a bit faster so we can defend better from Verstappen. Let's start utilising it now. What do? We run wide. That's where we went wide last season in our battle with Ricciardo. And that lost us the podium. Is it going to lose us 5th place against yet another Red Bull?
Our gap to the car in front is 20.1 seconds.
I think Ocon has been slowly gaining on us as well. I don't think it's raining. I can't see any streams. So we're using this mode now to defend from Verstappen. Should be able to do it. It is a shame, really. That Red Bull does seem to drive like the 2015 Red Bull that Codemasters did. It just wasn't able to compete with Ferrari and Mercedes, and yeah, okay, there was a lot of time this season that that happened, but there was know, encouraging signs that they could, and unfortunately Codemasters have not implemented that on the game.
In first place.
Raikkonen's in first place. We begin the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. We do a new personal best, 1:37.5. See the sun now starting to get covered by the clouds, but the rain that I was thinking that was going to come hasn't. Because that's the case, I've been able to up the fuel mixture, which means we're a lot faster. And it's just about at this precise moment in time being able to keep Max at bay. Again, using our straight line speed. Vettel does the fastest lap of the race, 1:36.3.
The gap to the car ahead is 20.7 seconds.
Oh, what happened there?
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, did Verstappen go wide? I think Verstappen locked up. Was it the corner before? I don't know. Something's happened. He's dropped off the back of me. Oh my god, there's Ocon. Wow.
This is your final lap of the race.
37.494. We've built the gap up between ourselves and Verstappen to 1.6 seconds. Just keep an eye on this fuel now. Don't. This final lap. The rain hasn't arrived, so we've been able to hold Verstappen off. And I think 5th place is probably the best we could have expected around here. So actually pulling away from Verstappen as well. So this mixture really has helped us. And Kimi Räikkönen wins the Russian Grand Prix. Another win for Ferrari. I'd like to think Hamilton gave it a go, but I don't know whether Vettel got him in the end. Great win from Räikkönen, especially considering he had an issue earlier in the race as well. Be able to use rich mix right across the line as well. $37.2 in the end, not bad. Quite happy with that 5th place, more solid points for the Williams team. Superb, superb.
A great win then for the Maranello team today.
Oh my god, what is wrong with his face?
So, Ant, how exactly do they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just Pace, plain and simple.
Great win for Raikkonen. It was Hamilton that finished second, so it wasn't a Ferrari 1-2 either. Is this the sign of improvements from Mercedes?
You need a package that's speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
Grosjean scored a point for Haas.
So here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
I do think we're going to have another invitation event after this one.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Kimi Raikkonen, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship.
Okay, guys, so your results for this Russian Grand Prix.
Well, he had a great
Oh
drive
my
today,
God, Felipe
maybe,
Massa.
but I'm going to go for Kevin Magnussen.
Oh,
Quick, clean,
I'm annoyed with
and in
that.
control. It was everything you could ask.
Anyway,
Onto the
Kimi
constructors
Raikkonen
then.
wins the race. He was 8.6 seconds in front of Hamilton in the end, so it wasn't as close as I thought it was. Vettel third, Perez fourth. We got fifth after starting ninth, so a good showing from us. And we finished 53 seconds behind the race leader, so not bad at all. Verstappen sixth, we held him off in the end. Ocon 7th, Ricciardo 8th, Magnussen 9th, and Grosjean 10th for a double points finish for Haas. Fernando Alonso showing a good, like I said, we didn't lap him, did we? So it was a good result in the end for Fernando. Massa down in 12th, which is unfortunate. We've got Verline in 13th, Kvyat 14th, Palmer in 15th, Sainz in 16th, Ericsson 17th, Van Dorn 18th, and Hulkenberg down in 19th. Bottas, of course, DNF'd yet again. The standings are as follows. Kimi Raikkonen now leads the World Drivers' Championship by 23 points in front of Sebastian Vettel, his teammate. Hamilton in third on 63, and a long way behind. We move up to fourth in the championship. 32 points. We're 31 points behind Hamilton already. But I'll take that. Fourth place in the championship. You know, we're in with a chance. You know, it's never happening, is it? Verstappen down in fifth. Perez and Ocon move up to 6th and 7th. Bottas down to 8th for yet another non-score for the third race in a row. Ricciardo down to 9th. Massa down to 10th. Grosjean stays 11th though. Any movements? Fernando Alonso? No, Kevin Magnussen, sorry, moves up to 14th in the table by scoring 2 points today for Haas. No, it's not Fernando, it's Kvyat and Hulkenberg that moved down. Even Palmer's scored points. What's going on with Hulkenberg at the minute? Constructors' standings are as follows. Ferrari lead the Constructors by 82 points in front of Mercedes. We've got Red Bull, who moves up into third place now after a double points finish from the team. We moved down to fourth, obviously, and now we've got Force India right on our tails. To be honest, it's going to be difficult to stay in the top four because of how often the Force India's double score, and obviously I'm usually the one that often scores the points for Williams. So yeah, like I say, it's a little demoralising, but like I say, we'll just have to see if with improvements that we make over the course of the season, can reel in the gap. So we're in fourth, Force India 5th, Haas 6th, Toro Rosso 7th, Renault 8th, and McLaren in 9th. Let's have a look and see what's going on after this Grand Prix. I don't believe we're going to have enough points for an upgrade. Unfortunately, we're just too far behind at this minute in time. Move on to 534, which is good. So we're on 558 all in all. We move... Well, we're still behind, aren't we? Because, yeah, we drew 3-3 in that race. We didn't get fast as that. We were 3 tenths slower than Ocon in the end, so he managed to hook up a good lap in the end. That was and obviously we did that 37.2 right at the end, so that was the best that we could muster. Not bad. But it would have been nice if we could have... We've beaten Ocon before. I'm sure we have. Can we do it again? Huge interest from, at the minute, Toro Rosso, Red Bull and McLaren. Like I say, guys, to be honest though, I shouldn't be at Williams for this season, so I will consider my options should another team come in. But I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm happy just developing the car, seeing how we go. And indeed, we have got it. So, what shall we do? Let's do the time attack in the 92 Williams. Oh yeah. Just sat there like... Let's move down to the old component for practicing, well, for practice anyway, for the Spanish Grand Prix. And gearbox, we will take a new one. 52%, I don't think it's going to... I'm not going to risk it. I think a new gearbox is warning, so it means we do get a penalty for the next race, but never mind. So we're going to take a 5-place grid drop for the Spanish Grand Prix. So I reckon 13th on the grid. Imagine my reactions now if we, you know, hook up such a great lap that we're like first or something. I don't know, I just feel like we've got a lot of confidence at the minute around the Catalonia circuit, and I'm looking forward to doing that one. And it's probably more than likely I will do that tomorrow night.
It's time for a well-deserved rest from the championship for a classic exhibition event today. It's winner takes all, so who will emerge on top in this unique challenge?
Minute 40, let's see if we can do this, guys, in the 92 Williams. Oh, listen to this baby. Car that won the Drivers' Championship with Nigel Mansell at the wheel. Feels so nice to drive. Just feel a bit like a diva as well, but I say it's probably because I'm the handling of this car. Looks. Made the move. It is. 88 McLaren for us. 891. No idea. Can't tell. Definitely going to say with that one. And we've got the 96, who's my favourite car of all time. driving that one though around the bloody Indian market. Lovely move. Let's not forget, 6 Williams won a circuit that year. A Ferrari that I've now won at this circuit that year. Pretty certain this car, same thing. Oh my god, we're going to go down the inside. The car was very slow on the brake. Was it there? Ooh, did step out a little bit. Is that going to? Literally bulldoze my way through then. Rich makes it. We've got 20 seconds to try and get across the line. Don't think we've done it, you know. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We did it. Probably cut the corner to make it, but we did it. Oh wow, I'm sat really high in that car. So much crap. Definitely need to go through this table at some point. Sorry, I'm mumbling to myself. But yeah, there we go, guys. Our next race is the Spanish Grand Prix. I'm like I said, really looking forward to that one. Definitely going to get on with it tomorrow, and then have it ready for you by tomorrow night. Because, like I say, I need to start streaming more regular. I know that you guys, you know, even though you know, in some cases, like at the minute, you know, I'm basically streaming to no one, talking to myself, but I honestly don't mind. I enjoy creating this content, and of course, like I said, it's just going to be one of them things I need to get used to. Spanish Grand Prix is next, guys. That'll be tomorrow night. We will see you for the Spanish Grand Prix. Thank you, Chris. Yes, I know I haven't got the upgrades yet. You'll just have to be patient. Sod off. And for you guys, we'll see you very soon for the Spanish Grand Prix. Take care, and we'll see you soon.